oftentimes your experience, your very valid experience, or something that you're trying to do is reduced to gossip. Hi team! Okay, so this week I'm so sorry that the Thursday video is a little later. Just a little bit, but I wanted to give you guys an important update of sorts. Just something that is very relevant right now, and I think is important for you guys to hear. This is something that recently came into my sphere of consciousness, and so I thought it was important to share it with you guys, especially because a few of you have been reaching out to me throughout various forms of social media and here on YouTube, saying that you actually really appreciated and enjoyed that first discussion video and the subsequent ones thereafter, and that you felt like you got something out of it. And I really can't tell you how happy that makes me, guys, because that was the whole point of posting something like that, of posting that video, because it is a very personal thing. But I've just been in such a good place, and I plan to stay there. And because of that, I felt like it would be, or it could be, of help. Sorry, I have to sneeze. Sorry about that. Because I know that there is such a stigma around feeling that way. And for a lot of people, like I said, there's a shame involved. And so I kind of wanted to be that for you guys, or for someone out there who couldn't verbalize it themselves, or who was going through something even, much harder than I was, but needed to know that there was someone out there that cared, and that there were other people feeling that way. But at the same time, and the reason I wanted to record this video on the topic of guarding your heart is because while our community here is great and super kind, and that's what I want moving forward, especially on this channel, is to really curate an environment of kindness, whether it's in the comments or whatever it is. And I'd love for even people coming to this community, people watching my videos, if you're interacting with anyone in the comments, or if you would like to, please do so and spread that kindness. That's what I want. I know, especially online, there is a lot of bullying or just unkindness or trolling, and I know that we're not gonna stop it all right here, but I'd love if we could try and keep this community here kind. Thus far, all of you that are here have been very kind, and I appreciate that. And so I'd love to keep that moving forward, which is not to say I don't want to hear your opinions and I don't want to hear your comments down in the comment section, but let's try and keep it kind, especially when you're interacting with each other, or supporting each other. So that being said, I value kindness very highly. And when I say guard your heart, I don't mean that you should shut yourself off from the rest of the world, but be cognizant of the fact that some people, sad but true, will or want to take pleasure in your misery or sadness or anything that is less than perfect or happy. And sadly, a lot of time that comes in the form of people that are closest to you, or closest in your sphere of influence. And recently, unfortunately, I experienced that. The first video that I posted for you guys was taken out of context by someone, because some people will want to take whatever you're feeling or whatever you're going through and use it for, I don't know what, something that apparently does something for them. But oftentimes your experience, your very valid experience, or something that you're trying to do is reduced to gossip or kind of just inflammatory content, I suppose. But recently that video was, instead of opening a conversation or being something that that person could approach me about, kind of just conflated it into juicy gossip and went and spread that and disseminated it. And I think that's unfortunate, but I think it was important for it to happen because it is an important topic for this video. and how important it is to guard your heart and be discerning of the people that are in your life. And luckily, I think if I was still in that place, or if it was something I was still actively going through, it would have been hard to deal with that. Not that it wasn't hard in this moment, but it's all about refocusing. And it's good because this is something that I chose. And I know that going into it, it's definitely something I considered, but I didn't let it stop me because I thought getting this message out there was important enough that it was worth it. And being good in the place that I was and being confident in the place that I came to, I think I was strong enough to do so at that point in time. And I hope that it really has meant something to you guys or helped you. And that's really all I ever wanted out of this experience. So if this has helped you, thank you so much. For those of you that have shared your stories with me, I do really, really appreciate it. Please know that. I mean that super sincerely from the bottom of my heart. Going forward, just that is my message to you. Don't be ashamed. Don't feel closed off from everyone else. But at the same time, guard your heart. It's a very important, very special thing. And there are people who, whether they intend to or not, will hurt your heart. And so it's important when you're choosing friends, when you're deciding who you're going to share your story with, to be very discerning. You know, your story is a very special, very personal thing. And sometimes we're also, where we are in our lives, too fragile to share that with other people who may not value it or understand it as the important thing that it is. So be very discerning. You know, we aren't risky gamblers with things of value usually. And there's nothing more valuable than our heart, than our mind, our emotions, our spirit. So moving forward, that would just be my advice word to you. My very kind YouTube community here. And if you'd like to hear more on this topic, I guess let me know down below and I can flesh it out a bit. At this point, I just wanted to give you that update and send you off toward the weekend. I recently did a little traveling over the weekend, and I'll have some travel content coming for you. So I'm really excited about that, and I hope you are too. But until then, thanks, team.